Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about Nio Stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today, we're going to be talking about Nio, and today's going to be more of like a Nio Stock prediction, more of a Nio Stock price forecast. Where do I personally see Nio headed here in the next couple of years? Where is it going in the next couple of months? Where is it going by the end of the year, right? So if you guys don't know, Nio, it's an EV company based out of China. It's been doing very, very well for itself. I mean, they're always beating their delivery estimates. I mean, they're always getting analyst upgrades. A lot of people are super bullish about Nio, but no one really knows like where Nio price is headed. There's speculation, $100, $200, $300. Although no one really knows an answer of where Nio's price is headed or where the stock is going to be headed, we do know a few things about Nio as a company in itself. One, it's expanding like crazy. It continues to grow more and more every single day. And why is that important? If a stock is, or if a company is growing, that means the stock is going to grow as well. As you guys know, Nio has consistently beating its delivery estimates every single month. Goes to show that, even in the midst of a pandemic, it's selling cars and it continues to grow more and more. And that's super important when it comes to a company, because companies, you want them to grow. You want them to continue expanding, right? On top of all that, you have analysts that are always throwing up their analyst upgrades for Nio Stock. So you have JP Morgan, you have Deutsche Bank, and you have all these other big time companies who are consistently raising their analyst upgrades on Nio Stock, right? So that's very good for the stock. It means that people and big time companies are seeing the overall bullish outlook on Nio Stock. They think that Nio is going to be a good company. You even have analysts saying that, Nio's going to be a top EV company. They have great technology and updated technology. It's going to be an iconic brand one day. So when you have analysts backing up the stock, saying great things about the company, it goes to show that the company's not done. It's not done growing yet, guys. And yes, today it's down 7.31%. But taking a look at the overall outlook, guys, looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, up 581%. Looking at the 1-year chart, guys, it is up 2,052%, and even the 3-month chart looks great at up 167%. So I'll take, a red day here and there, down 7%, but the overall outlook of Nio, and just this year alone, Nio has been able to grow extravagantly so much to the point where people at the beginning of the year didn't even know what Nio as a company was, but now Nio is gaining a lot of traction. And obviously, there's a lot of reasons for that. Nio, basically, not only is it beating its delivery estimates, a lot of people love luxury EV cars, but the whole EV market in itself is starting to mature and it's starting to get a lot more demand. A lot more people want EV cars. Why? Because they're better, they're faster, updated technology. You save costs because there's no maintenance or gas on the cars itself. But it leads people to ask, is Nio a buy at $40.70? Is this the pullback we've been waiting for? For me, I still think Nio will have a little bit of a pullback, although I don't know when, but I think Nio Stock is a buy at $40.71. Obviously, everything I say in my video, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason why I think that Nio Stock is still a buy is because Nio just started to grow. I mean, it announced the other day that basically it's bigger than General Motors as a company. General Motors has been around for a very, very long time selling cars, and Nio has been able to surpass that so quickly, and it continues to grow more and more every single day. Like I said, Nio at $40.76 to me is still a bargain price for Nio Stock. I still think Nio Stock is worth the investment at this price. Even if Nio was $50 or $60, I still think Nio Stock is worth the investment. Why? Because I'm looking at the overall outlook of where the stock could be headed in the next year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, and it leads people to ask the question, where do you personally think Nio Stock is going to be headed by the end of the year? Where do you think Nio Stock is going to be headed next year? For me personally, a more realistic outlook or a more realistic goal by the end of the year, I could see Nio Stock still being $50 to $65. I know it's kind of like a big margin because Nio, like I said, consistently hitting all-time highs on no news at all. It continues to grow, so I have to give a bigger and broader price range. But I am almost certain that Nio, by the end of the year, will at least be a $50 stock if it continues this consistent growth. I know they have Nio Day coming up. I believe it's in January, where they're going to be unveiling all kinds of new things, right? All kinds of new cars are going to be dropping out, and basically the outlook of Nio and where the company is going to be headed. On top of all that, Nio just basically revealed that it's going to be releasing a bigger and better battery. And why is that important? Because the biggest complaint about EV cars right now is their battery, right? The battery range is not a long battery range. A lot of people can't get a lot of charge out of it, and they can't go on super long trips without having to stop for a charge. So Nio being able to produce a bigger and better battery is super key for the stock itself. I know that Nio is also working on a self-driving chip, which basically is meaning that, Nio wants to be the first to be, make the self-driving car, right? And that's kind of the big race right now between the EV companies. But like I said, I still think Nio could hit $100 by early next year. And the reason I think this is because, like I said, guys, Nio has not even experienced its pinnacle of growth yet. It just started to expand. It just started to grow. Like I said, in a couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised if Nio's a $200 stock, guys. Like I said, it's going to follow the same footsteps as Tesla. And I know that a lot of people are like, Nio isn't Tesla. It's not going to be the next Tesla. In my opinion, I think Nio is going to be the next Tesla. They do the exact same thing. This one just happens to be based out of China, already expanding to Europe, waiting for them to actually expand to the United States. I know that Nio in itself is taking care of itself. It's taking care of its brand, continually expanding. Guys, the 1-year chart does not lie here. Up 2,067%. It goes to show that the company is growing, and no one can deny that. No one can deny that Nio is growing super quick. No one's denying that, Nio is growing a lot faster than people actually expected to. And that's why it's super huge for the stock. And that's why I still think it's worth an investment at $41.10, guys. I still think Nio has so much more room to grow, has so much more room to expand once they start unveiling more vehicles, better options, more updated technology. And as you guys know, we're in 2020 going into 2021. Technology is a lot more advanced, and they're going to be always making updates. They're always going to be bringing out the best that they actually can. Buy Nio stock, guys. It is worth it at $41.12. Like I said, for me, a realistic outlook by the end of the year, guys, $50 to $65. But well into next year, guys, I could see Nio being a $100 to $200 stock. And I'm not just saying this to get clickbait views, and I'm not just saying this because I'm actually really, really bullish on Nio stock. I've been telling people to buy Nio stock since it was $10 a share. And like I said, I'm always going to be repeating the same point that Nio stock is worth the investment. Like I said, it has so much more room to grow. It's proved itself time and time again as a big top EV company. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you think Nio stock can hit $65 by the end of the year? If you guys own Nio stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.